Friends, how are you? I want to talk to you about, and welcome to the channel, Sue. I'm really glad you're here. I want to talk about courage, right? And literally ask the universe today, what am I going to talk about? And one of the things that I'm really passionate about, besides many other fucking things, is fear. But what I want to mention with fear is what it creates. So I guess I want to ask you, when was the last time that you did and felt fear and did it anyway? Now, in today's society where we're protected by most things, i.e. let's get up, roll out of bed, go to work, media, everything's going to happen to you and you'll probably die, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say that it's probably been a few years since that's happened. I'm going to say it might have been, let's say 7 years since that's actually evolved, where you've stepped outside your comfort zone. And what happens from that is that when we start, let's say, refraining from living life because of external circumstances that may happen to you, what then happens is you start to go like this, shut down. Now, you may not actually feel that. You may not actually feel yourself shutting down. You might actually just keep going along. But what's happening is you're starting to feel, okay, ouch, 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 ouch. You're slowly starting to protect yourself, because ultimately you don't want to die. You don't want anything bad to happen to you, and you want to be safe and secure and have your financials looking after you, right? Even though, if anything, we have been shown over the last 4 years that everything is unpredictable and anything can fucking happen. So even if you've got 60,000 in your bank account, at the end of the day, that can disappear overnight, because that just happens. And that's not luck, by the way, people. I'm absolutely digressing. That is a circumstance of events for you to see that nothing is safe and everything is unstable, and that change is imminent, and you face that and own that, and not go into the space of going, oh, I'm so unlucky, which is such a load of shit. At the end of the day, everything nothing is a coincidence. Everything is purposeful. Anyway, back to where I was talking about. So you start going, oh, I want to protect myself and I want to feel this. And then you start shutting down, right? Now, you may not feel this, but what happens if you were to go, okay, something out there that you wanted to do. Let's think about this right now. What is it something that you could do that would be scary, right? Let's think about it. I don't know. What's come? I don't have a lot. Okay, you know what? I've got one. Okay, let's say I've got a job. It's secure. Generally, I know it doesn't fulfill me. But I'm keeping it going because it's a little extra cash to help me prolong, whatever. Now, on the scary side, now it's my only income at the moment. On the scary side, if I was to step into my heart and know full well that it's not purposeful for me anymore, I should quit. Really, ultimately, I should quit. Now, I've got lots of fucking thoughts happening with me right now. Like, it's your only income. What else are you going to do? Blah, 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 blah. But I kind of like living on the edge, and I really like challenging the status quo. Now, that's something uncomfortable for me. Now, as something as a courage code, as someone would refer to it, thank you, Natalie Paddington. If you look her up, she's really great and really inspiring as well. If I was to step into that, my courage code would increase. And what that means by courage code is that I would go to another level, because what's happening is I'm prepared to show up for myself. I'm prepared to step outside my comfort zone, believe in the unwaveringly beautiful universe, to allow her, them, it to show me that what I divinely want is coming towards me. Now, someone might question, am I making my life harder? Potentially, but I could also make my life a lot easier, because every day I could wake up and I could just choose things that are in alignment with me, that are heart-based focused, that aren't in in distraction. And it's, it's challenging. But when we go through this barrier or this limitation or this restriction that we have on ourselves, what happens is we're actually moving through to a new level. So we're raising our vibration from going from here to here. From here to here. Now, the reason why we're doing that is because we're coming into this is our heart center, right? It has nothing to do with the mind. The mind is telling us all the things as to why we need to keep doing what we're doing, right? We need to keep doing what we're doing because it's safe, it's secure. I know where I'm at. I know what to do. I know what money's coming in. I know where I'm going. I know my boyfriend, girlfriend's going to be home for me when I get home. I know all this stuff. But the scary stuff is when you start working from the heart, things start happening that ignite a greater sense of desire, a greater sense of what it is that you want in the world. Now, I'm talking about job, and this could be, you could think of it like a girlfriend-boyfriend thing, right? You're in this relationship, it's not satisfying you, your heart's not in it. It doesn't feel love, and you've spoken to this person a billion fucking times and they're not showing up for you. On the scary side of that is going, okay, if I was doing a scary part, you could just do a small step and say, I just need some time away. I'm going to move out for a couple of weeks. And you go get an Airbnb and you do that. And you don't have communication with them, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because it's a whole fucking new story. But my point is, when you do these things, your sense of self gets lifted. Your sense of self, your vibrations get lifted. You go into a whole new dimension of self. So you're going from here to here. And from here, what you can attract is becoming a lot easier. From here, it's a lot harder because what's happening is you're having to deal with all these 3D or mind-orientated behaviors, thoughts, associations at that level. And so it's harder to filter through to get what it is you deeply desire. Now, you may not know what your deep desire at this point is. You just may want to go, I'm not feeling great. I'm not feeling like I'm inspired. My point is, these situations come about for us to go, where is it? Am I stepping into courage? Where am I showing up for myself? Now, if you don't have anything going on in your life and you're feeling like, yeah, this is great, and you're actually just walking around and you're doing your day-to-day job, and I'm going to ask you then, when was the last time you did something that was scary? When was the last time that you stepped into fear? Because every time you step into fear, you go to a fucking new level. Now, I have a big thing with fear. I love fear. It's my go-to, it's my challenge zone. I feel like when my fears in my life, I go, wow, amazing, let's do this, let's step into it. I love fear. I think it's a fucking powerful tool for self. And I never wanted to be a person that was confined by life, meaning I didn't want to be dictated by life as to what was achievable and what isn't achievable. And jumping out of planes, I would love to, and this is a big fear for me, would be love to learn, hang gliding or something like that. Total respect for the guys. Every day they're stepping into fear, and I think when life presents itself, maybe that will be an opportunity that I can look into. So that's an absolute side note, but my point is, fear is very powerful and we shun it because our nervous system becomes so engrossed, don't even know if that's a word, engrossed into protecting ourselves. Our ego should be, our nervous system goes into overdrive is what I'm trying to say, and our ego goes into protecting ourselves, so we don't even allow any other opportunity or possibility to even be possible. So you know, the likelihood of you dying from doing something that's different, i.e. fucking going free diving or learning to free dive underwater, holding your breath, or going skydiving, I challenge you, I ask you to raise yourself to a whole new level, to break through and come to a new level of self, a new level of dimension, and ask yourself, what would be fearful for me? And it could be a Christmas present to yourself. It could be a birthday present to yourself, whatever it may be. But you're stepping into a new courage zone. You're stepping into a new dimension of self, which therefore attracts more greater things towards you with ease. And ease is the greatest, is the big word that I need to approach to you right now, is because the more we raise our vibrations, the easier things come towards us. If we're operating at this level and we still have a lot of fear about a lot of fucking shit, let me tell you, you're operating at a very low level. You know, there needs to be a lot of sense of belief within the universe, a lot of sense of knowing that you're going to be okay, that needs to be built up. And this is one of the biggest factors that can assist you in this. This is a huge factor. And once you do it once, I would absolutely recommend that you just keep doing it, that you just every 6 months you go, okay, what's my next challenge? You know, my next challenge for me would probably be do another motorbike riding cycle course, because that's fucking hectic. You go out on these bloody fucking racetracks and you go really fast, and I really fucking love it. It's really like adrenaline, and it takes me to a whole new level of sense of self and believing and trusting in myself. It's such a powerful tool. So have a think today as to how you can show up and step into fear. How can you show up and step into fear and then jump anyway, knowing full well on the other side of that is absolutely phenomenal new space that you're operating in, that what you're wanting to attract, what you're wanting to have, whether it's peace, more peace in your life, more love in your life, more joy in your life, more money in your life, more fucking love in your life, whatever it is going to come closer to you. It's a powerful tool. Totally recommend it. Fucking love to hear anything that's going on in your life that you want to share on this channel. Fucking love you guys. This is Nicola. You know, like, subscribe, hit it up. You know all the drill. Fucking keep it real.